Welcome back. Our next guest, James Randi, is a magician and escape artist. He's also a skeptic, best known for challenging claims of paranormal activity and pseudoscience.
One of Randi's most famous targets was celebrity psychic Uri Geller, who became an international spoon-bending superstar in the 70s.
It was the 70s.
It led to this heated exchange on the Don Lane show, which has become part of Australian television history.
You were offering $5,000 to people to say people are fakes. You said Doris Stokes is a fake. You say Uri Geller's a fake. You came here and you're giving everybody a lot of lip service. And you haven't done anything except show us a lot of tricks that you learned out of your two-bit act that you're not working in. You did so. You said he was a fake. You called him a two-bit magician. You said he was a fake, and you said he didn't. I'm not defending Uri Geller. What I am defending is you. You come over here with this big reputation. You give us a lot of lip service about all this stuff that you're going to prove. You go against a lady like Doris Stokes who never harmed anybody in her whole life, and you call her a charlatan and a fake.
You know a great deal about it.
Yes, I do. You said that she was a liar on the radio. You called her a liar.
No.
And that woman wouldn't lie to anybody. And I don't know whether she's right or wrong, but she wouldn't lie to anybody. We're going for a commercial break, and you can off.
Well, it wasn't really a conversation, was it? There was no con about it, apart from Uri Geller.
It was a tirade.
It was a tirade,
Yeah,
yes. And you know he was bunging that American accent on. He wasn't American at all. No, just jokes. And James Randi is in Australia at the moment to present his show, An Evening with James Randi. We're delighted to have him in the studio. Great to have you here, James. Were you somewhat taken aback by Don's reaction?
Oh, no, because I'd already been warned, and, you know, we had agreed the night before, less than 24 hours before, that I wouldn't be asked to do any of this stupid spoon-bending things. Yeah. And he rung it in on me at the last minute and tried to deceive me, and didn't quite work.
Well, speaking of stupid spoon-bending,
yes.
You're going to show us now. Uri Geller was this big star in the 70s and 80s.
Yes, yes.
And he said that he could bend spoons with his mind.
Yes.
And you have proven, you did prove, and he tried to sue you several times, and he lost every time that he tried to sue you for defamation, that you've proved how you can do it.
Yes.
You're going to show us.
How do you do it?
Would you like to see?
Oh, please, James, please.
Funny you should ask.
You just happen to have 3 spoons handy.
You got me, 3 spoons, good, all right. This looks like, what is it, stainless steel.
Stainless steel.
My favorite material, of course. Now, a stainless steel spoon, we're all familiar with. Oh, that rings very nicely. Rather like that. I need some help. Would you just lean forward and hold on to each end of the spoon, please? Bring your beautiful fingers and turn to the camera. All right. Now, I'm just going to stroke very gently here like this. And hold on firmly now. Just going to wiggle it like, oh, look at that. Now, don't hold it too tight. Just hold on tightly, but don't flex the spoon, because that would be cheating, you see. And
so what's actually going on from a scientific perspective?
Oh, look at this. It seems to be getting... It's flexible. Look at that. Isn't that straight? Let go now.
And this was one of the spoons that we've just provided for you.
Yes. And look at this.
Look at that.
How did that happen?
I hardly even touched that.
So how does it happen? What's going on? Just you're heating up the molecules inside the thing so it becomes unstable? Is that what happens?
Oh, I like you very much. I could fool you anytime, I think. No, it's a simple trick. Now, Mr. Geller, now, I'm 86.
Sure.
I can hold 7 or 8 spoons in one hand all by myself without assistance. But when Mr. Geller picks up a spoon, he picks it up like this from the table in both hands. And then he turns away from it and says, come over here. And when you come back, oh, it's bent. Isn't that a miracle? It's so simple to do.
While he's saying he can do it all in his mind.
Yeah, all in his mind.
Why has it been so important to you to really make part of your life's work to disprove people that are lying?
Because they're doing a lot of harm to people out there, people who tend to believe these things and believe in paranormal and psychic powers, supernatural powers, and it takes a lot of money from people specifically, and it also destroys their self-confidence. And I think particularly the faith healers out there on television who are always striking you on the forehead and making you better. But not one of those ends up being a healing. That's the terrible thing about it.
There's this, renowned Brazilian faith healer, John of God, who's touring Australia at the moment, and people claim to have been cured of cancers and all sorts of illnesses.
Oh, yes.
What's going on there? I mean, it's just our desire to believe.
Well, the James Randi Educational Foundation that I head up, as you might have guessed, offers a $1 million, that's American dollars now, prize to any of the psychics, Uri Geller or John of God, anyone who can prove what they say is really true. Now, John of God has one favorite trick, by the way. I have an illustration of it here. This is a cross-section of one's head, you see, and you see a pair of forceps that are stuck up the nose here. Now, this can be done in carnivals. It's called the forceps trick, or brain buster. It's called many different names. And it's a simple thing because there is a stretch of material right here, and this is the pineal gland in here. And one prominent doctor in the United States said, oh, it probably affects the pineal gland. Doctor, this is a layer of bone. You would have to punch that thing into the fellow's head and absolutely kill him in order to do that. But this is an old carnival stunt. It's
Anyone
easily
can
done.
shove a forceps up their nose.
I would easily demonstrate it for you, except that at 86, I got to be very careful of my pineal gland. I never bring it out in public.
If you puncture a pineal at 86, it's game over.
There's nothing like a punctured pineal.
You're out here doing this tour with your show, An Evening with James Randi. What do people get out of that show?
What they get out of it is, I hope, a sense of beginning to be critical. Critical thinking is the secret of the whole thing. Doubt these things. Don't poo-poo them right away. Don't say, no, that's not true. And I never do myself. I say, I'm going to investigate it. I'm going to look into it. In every case, when we look into it, it doesn't happen. Otherwise, that $1 million would have been gone long ago.
Yeah, indeed. Have you seen that great film, Now You See Me?
No, I have not.
Oh, you should check it out.
Yes, I will.
It's about 4 sort of Las Vegas, spiritualists and psychics and whatnot, pulling the great heist of our day. Yeah.
I'm very impressed already. Yes.
James Randi, absolutely wonderful to have you in.
A great pleasure, and thank you. We'll do it again next time in Australia. You notice I say it the right way.
Australia.
Yeah.
And come and see our movie, An Honest Liar.
Yes.
If you can see that, I think you'll learn a great deal about the skeptical movement and about the people who are behind it.
Terrific.
I hope we'll have all your audience showing up in droves.
All you theosophists, get along. James's tour kicks off in Adelaide tomorrow and travels around the country. Our website has all the details. And incidentally, he's only 22. Who's the bigger fool?
I lied about my age.
Stay with us. Up next, a biblical battle for the box office.
We have to bring something.
We so do.
Hi, guys.
Cadbury favourites. What to bring to a merry thing.
This year, give a gift that